Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This is another 5-minute finances video. And my name's Drew Creekmur. I'm the Director of Advisory Services at Creekmur Wealth. And today, what we're going to be talking about is the different approaches that are required to accumulate wealth and then to take income from the wealth that you've accumulated. And as all of you are aware, we as investors and savers, we all go through two different stages of our financial life. We have the accumulation phase where we're younger, we're earlier in our career, maybe we're starting to have some kids, where really our primary goal is to save and accumulate as much wealth as possible. And then inevitably, we all transition into a different stage of life. And that's when we are starting to slow down with our work, or maybe we're fully retiring from our job. And at that point in time, our primary focus is ensuring that the wealth that we've accumulated is able to generate enough income to meet our needs in retirement and to allow us to do the things that we want to do when we want to do them. And both of those approaches, accumulation versus income, both of those approaches require different mindsets, different strategies, and different ideas to ensure that you achieve them at the most efficient pace possible. So let's start with accumulation. In accumulation, there's really three cornerstones that everyone needs to do. First and foremost, you need to have an emergency fund built up. And for most folks, I always recommend 3 to 6 months of expenses. You need to have that in your savings account. We all know life is not static and inevitably something's going to happen. Maybe a car breaks down, maybe a window gets broken out by a kid with a golf ball. That was me when I was a child, but something inevitably is going to happen and you're going to need to have funds on hand. And so to ensure that you're able to not go into debt or not have to stop saving to your 401k, you need to have that cash on hand. Once you have that 3 to 6 month emergency fund, you then need to begin contributing enough to your workplace retirement plan, so your 401k, your 403b, in order to get your employer match. Most employers match somewhere between 5 and 6%. So you need to try to get to at least be saving 6%. Once you hit that goal, you can then transition to the next step, which is to begin putting money into either a Roth IRA or a IRA account. Most folks who are early in the accumulation phase, your income is lower, and so you're able to contribute directly to a Roth IRA, which is one of the best retirement savings vehicles that's out there. As long as you're over the age of 59 and a half, you're able to take out your contributions and your earnings and not pay taxes on it. Those are really the three key steps as you are in the accumulation phase. Inevitably, as you move on through life, you're going to graduate to other stages that come next. But one of the most important things in the accumulation phase is ensuring you have a good investment strategy. For most folks that are younger, that means that you're going to be largely allocated to stocks. Maybe 80, 90, 100% of your portfolio in your 401k or your Roth IRA needs to be in equities. Now, when it comes to investing, what I always say, it's time in the market, not timing the market when you're in the accumulation phase, that is most important. And so make sure, even in times of volatility, don't look at your account. Don't worry about it. You have many, many decades until you need this money so you can ride the waves of the market. Just keep saving money. And honestly, if you're in the accumulation phase, a market being down 10, 20, or even 30% is a great buying opportunity for yourself. So don't sell out, stay the course, and keep saving that money. Now, on the other side of the coin, once we leave the accumulation phase and we enter that income phase, our mindset and our strategy needs to change. And so what we do here at Creekmur Wealth is we help our clients with that transition from accumulation to income. And we've built a great plan called our Blueprint Plan that builds a customized financial plan to ensure that as you enter that new stage, you have the right strategies in place to ensure that you're able to meet your primary income needs while still growing your wealth in retirement. And I've been blessed to be doing this now well over 12 years, and it's been wonderful to see how many folks we've been able to help retire with total peace of mind, but then continue to grow their dollars into retirement. And so one of the key things I would tell everyone is make sure you understand how much income do you actually need to live the lifestyle you desire. What we typically see is when someone first retires, you're in good health, you now have more time, you have access to a larger sum of money. And so usually spending early on in retirement is higher. And then over time, it begins falling as your life changes over the years. And so it's important to make sure that you know what's that baseline number that I need every single month to meet my basic needs. And then on top of it, what am I retiring to? What are the things that I'm going to be going out and doing now that I have more time? Maybe it's traveling, maybe it's more time with the grandkids or your family, maybe it's picking up a hobby or donating your time to a charitable cause that you're passionate about. But make sure you start thinking about those next stage things that you're actually going to be spending your time on in retirement. It's critically important that you have a good idea what that looks like so then your retirement income plan can be built appropriately. Now, what I would say, there's a lot more that we could talk about on the strategies needed in the income phase, but those are the two core concepts that you need to understand. What are you retiring to, and how much are you spending? And once you understand those, then you're able to have a good, thought out, well developed strategy built to ensure you're able to go out and achieve those things. If you want to have a deeper conversation about that transition from the accumulation phase to the income phase and what strategies you need to be considering putting in place to achieve the big goals and dreams that you have, we would love to chat with you. Reach out to our team, leave a comment here, give our office a call. Our team is standing by to help ensure that you're able to retire to a wonderful and incredible life. Thanks for the time, guys.